Jacques Lepearl proves he's king of the Grand Regional. We have a chance to talk with Bob Massey at a successful Auto Expo. All this and more at Autodrome St-Eustache. Presented by Chinois, Delicatessen and Steakhouse. Serving you since 1936. Welcome back to another edition of Racing at Autodrome St-Eustache. I'm Brian Mulligan and a pleasure to be with you. Joining us right now is one of the favorites for the Twin 50s here tonight. The Grand Regional class will run two 50-lap features, and one of the guys to beat will be the Chalet Rooster, Pennzoil driver, Bob Massey. Bob, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I hope we have a good win tonight.
Well, where are you from, Bob, and how long have you been racing?
I've been racing since 1985, and I'm from Terrasse-Vaudreuil in the West End.
And what are some of the classes you've raced in?
I've raced in every class that's been in this place here.
Which are?
Sportsman, amateur, production, and now it's my first year really in Grand Regional, and I like it.
Well, how has this first year in Grand Regional been going for you?
Well, we started rough, but we're finishing tough, you know?
Well, tonight is obviously a big night.
Yeah.
These Twin 50s would be nice. It would be really nice for your season to break through with a win here.
For us, this is the biggest race of the year, so we got to do good in this race.
Well, we certainly like to wish you well tonight. How do you feel about how the season's going to go from here in?
It's going to go good. Car's going good, the driver feels good, everything's going good.
Well, you've been working at it. You know, you need time to move up and do well. And there's been a lot of hard work with some of the people on your crew.
Yeah, well, everybody's pulling together and the car's starting to stick, and that's what it's all about. You don't need much motor. All you need is a car that sticks. Go around the corner and you should be able to win a race.
Well, we'll leave you get ready. Go out there and get them.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Now we're set to go racing for the Skull Inc. Twin 50s in the Grand Regional. Racing got underway with the novice categories. We look at the final laps. We see the 2:26 of Billy MacArthur of Dollard des Ormeaux as he headed for the finish, followed by the 2:47 of Marc Fournier of Laval, and Jacques Lalumiere of Rigaud held down the third place. Billy MacArthur the winner, and Jacques Lalumiere leads the points in the L'Oréal Garage Beauchamp Championship, followed by Marc Fournier, Annie Legary. Billy MacArthur is now in sixth place. Moved right along with the amateur final, where the guy to beat on this night was the 177 of Pierre Largy of Saint Laurent, driving in a Chevelle Malibu number 177. Finishing second to him was Serge Bossy of Saint-Hubert in a Pontiac Grand Prix, and Paul Chagnon of La Fontaine brought up third place. In the L'Oréal SDL Championship, Paul Chagnon is the leader, followed by René Legary and Guy Jubinville. Pierre Auger holds down fourth place. Gaëtan Bastien rounds out the top five. Then it was time for the production Quaker State final with Michel Brunet in the number 91 leading the way. André Lejeunesse was very close behind in the 12th car. Maurice Pema moved right up into third place. He's from Saint-Adèle in the Osmobile. One lap remaining as Brunet was the leader. And now Pema has moved to the inside of Lejeunesse. Pema looking to take over that second place position. Lejeunesse is working from the outside. Through 3 and 4, coming down for the checkers. It's going to be tight. Brunet will get the win, but Lejeunesse holds on the outside. And Maurice Pema rounds out the top three. The Quaker State Championship shows the Leger brothers still leading the way, followed by Alain Dubois. In fourth place is the winner, Michel Brunet. In the mini novice final, we're on the last lap. We see the 3X of Jocelyn Lacharité down for the win. Lacharité taking it all. On the Southridge Cardin Championship board, we see where Lacharité is the points leader. So this win has certainly helped him. Eric Racine holds down second. Third place is Jean Carruthers. We're on the last lap of the mini amateur class. Leading this last lap, Pierre Bourbonnais in the Volkswagen, followed by Marco Leftakis and Mario Fulham. at the checkered flag. Pierre was the first one across the line, but he was later disqualified and set back one position for jumping the flag. Mario Fulham still leads the Southern Skelton Championship. Marco Leftikis is second with that win, and Real Naye holds down third place in the points. The Mini Sportsman took to the crap for their final. We see points leader Daniel Chara at the start of this, but the man to beat once again was Vincent Bisson of Longueuil in his Scirocco. Bisson working to hold off Chara and Michel Ayotte in this race. Ayotte in the Honda Accord, but the yellow came out with problems on the track. Bisson moves his way around slowly here under the caution. Finishing on the yellow, Vincent Bisson of Longueuil got the win. Second was the 50 of Daniel Chara in the Ford, and the Honda Michel Ayotte was third. As we look at the Intercom Mercedes Championship, Daniel Chara leads the way in the points. Race winner Vincent Bisson is second. Michel Ayotte holds down third. It's time to go for a break. We'll be back with the Grand Regional first race. We're back at Autodrome St-Eustache, and now it's time for the first of two 50-lap finals for the Skoll Incorporated Grand Regional class. On the starting grid, according to the time trials, number one qualifier, the 0, Jacques Lapelle. Holding down second place in the qualifying, André Sylvain. Then Lucien Campo was third with a 1963. Looking down through the rest of the grid, Goulet, Boisvert, McCullum, Massey, and Potvin. Also completing it, back to 16th place, Belgian Lafrenière. Patrice Dumouchel was 14th, and Durache and Richard Lalonde rounded out for the top 16 as we get set for the start of this first of two 50-lappers in this division. Pesquard takes it away. On the inside is the number one qualifier. On the pole, the 0-0 Jacques Lapelle as he charges into the lead. André Sylvain, the number two qualifier, gets left up on the outside as Lucien Campo makes his move on the inside. Campo, excellent move in his Oldsmobile from St-Eustache. Lapelle charging away. Dominant in the qualifying. Sylvain now third. He's closely followed by the veteran Francois Audette, a veteran road racer, but a guy who's in his first year of stock car racing. Lapelle continues to lead the way around here. The most important evening of the year for this class, the Grand Regional, with these two Skoll Incorporated final races. It'll be the total standings over the two races that will decide the overall champion of the evening. And Lapelle wants to set the standard right now. Lucien Campo holding down second in the Oldsmobile. And that is the 4, the Valvoline Chevrolet Lumina Z34 of André Sylvain of Terrebonne. Fourth place, the 96 of Francois Audette of Mirabel, another Oldsmobile Cutlass. And rounding out the top 5 in the Dodge, the only Chrysler product in the race, is the 42 of Réal Carpentier of Pointe-Calumet, Quebec. He's got a Dodge Daytona. The 00 of Lapelle begins to open up a lead even farther. Campo getting a little shaky there in second place as Sylvain has given him plenty to handle. Campo looking to hold off the number 4 of André Sylvain. Then it's Audette and Carpentier still holding down 4th and 5th. The battle is right here, second and third. Sylvain looking to put his nose on the inside. They trade a little paint coming through 3 and 4, and Campo continues to hang on to his position. A good battle raging back here in 4th and 5th. as Carpentier is looking to stick the Daytona Dodge underneath the back fender of that Oldsmobile of Odette's. In the meantime, LaPerle pulls away from the field and the battle still goes on. Campo versus Sylvain and Odette versus Carpentier. Very dominant figure. This young man has certainly got a great future ahead of him. His father looking to retire now from the American-Canadian Tour, and you can just bet that he's got ideas of his young son filling those boots. The young man has certainly got the natural talent, and with the experience he's getting in the Grand Regional class, he should have that opportunity to move up in the top competition internationally. As we move ahead in the race, we notice that he is still leading the 0-0 Jacques LaPerle. At this point, the number 96 of Francois Odette had problems and made a pit stop on the 17th lap. As we got to lap 42, there were only 4 cars remaining on the lead lap. Those were the 0-0 of LaPerle, the 4 of André Sylvain, the 83 of Campo, and the 42 of Réal Carpentier. As we head for the latter stages of this race, only 4 cars on the lead lap. Sylvain putting a lap right now on the 122 of Jean Boisvert of Eastman, also an Oldsmobile, sponsored by Coca-Cola. But the Valvoline number 4, the Chevrolet Lumina of Sylvain, running quite well as he holds down second place. The battle is second, third, and fourth because our leader, the 0-0 LaPerle, has pulled away from the field. LaPerle's car, many people talk about the power of the car. They must not forget how greatly this car handles. He goes inside or outside as he pleases and has perfect handling on the race car. Martin Goulet has moved up, as well as the 64 car of Yves Pichet, and they've joined the leaders as well. But we've got 2 laps remaining here, with LaPerle still your leader, followed by the Valvoline number 4 of André Sylvain, the 83 of Lucien Campo, and still the last car on the lead lap is the 42, the Dodge Daytona of Réal. 1 lap to go. See the 122, 1 lap down, but battling to stay in there for the best possible finish, remembering that it's going to be the combined points of the 250 lappers. So even finishing 6th or 7th could be important if you have a good finish in the last one. Down for the checkers. LaPerle takes the win, followed by Sylvain, Campo, and Carpentier. Right now, it's time to go to the break. We'll be back with the Sportsman feature at Autodrome St-Eustache. We're back at Autodrome St-Eustache, where we'll be racing with the Sportsman class, sponsored by Canadian Tire. It's time to take to the Autodrome surface for a 30-lap feature event. Michel Paquin from Lac-Atortu, Quebec, the early leader here, with André Coursol in the snap-on, number 18, holding down second, and closely followed by the 60 of Steve Maheu. Rounding out the top 4 is the 7 of Jean-Pierre Ouimet. Coursol getting a little love tap from behind from Maheu, and he's out of control as he couldn't hang on to it. He slides off on the inside right in front of the skull clock. Moving ahead, Paquin is still your leader. Paquin from Lac-Atortu, as we said before, driving a Chevrolet Lumina. Now, having moved into second place after the little altercation, was Jean-Pierre Ouimet. It's his second week back, but this is a veteran that has just dropped out of competition for a year or so, but has come back strong with a new car. Third place is held down by Steve Maheu. A little farther back, we have the 97 of Serge Etier, the X2 of Alain Perron, and the 25 of Michel Groslo. And also trying to battle back is the 18 Snap-on Special of André Coursol. But right now, it's Michel Paquin that leads the way. 1 lap remaining. Ouimet right on the back bumper of the leader, and Maheu is looking for an opportunity to move up. Ouimet a little bit shaky on the back chute as the back end was dancing around. Maheu dives down on the inside. Steve Maheu is going for second place. Ouimet is sideways as they cross the finish line, slides down past the guardrail, but does not hit anything. With that win, Michel Paquin is second in the Canadian Tire points, but André Coursol is still the points leader, followed by Etier, Martin Lacombe, and his brother Sylvain. A great added attraction to the Labor Day weekend was the first annual Auto Expo. Over 200 cars on display as we see the Via Route vehicle that was the mobile headquarters for the whole show. All kinds of collection cars like this beautiful big block Cobra. They had a 240 Datsun here with more chrome than you'll ever see on any car on the street. Saw even these little 340 darts that were so popular, they were called swingers. Now we look at a beautiful light blue colored 35 Ford Coupe, and there were a couple of those Ford Coupes that certainly stood out in this show. A big success entry-wise, as there were hot rods, antiques, and all kinds of collection cars involved. As we said, close to 200 cars. 6 or 8 companies involved in corporate sponsorship as well. People like LeBeau, Kenwood, Snap-on, Via Route, and much more. A great success for the first ever Auto Expo, as we look forward to bigger and better things next year, as this will become an annual attraction at Autodrome St-Eustache. Back to the racing. It was time for the second race in the Grand Regional Skoll Incorporated night. The field had been reversed. We took the results of the first race and completely reversed them with the 00 starting on the back. We see the front nose flying off the number 64 of Yves Pichet in his Pontiac Grand Prix. The pole went to the 96 of Francois Odette, who'd had a lot of problems and went out early in the first one. Outside of him on the start was the 68 of Richard Lalonde. Odette quickly took the lead here. He was followed by the 47 car of Réal Potvin. Odette, not only a good running car for this former road racer, but he's off to a great start in this second half, looking to make up the ground he lost in the first race. Also very competitive once again, we saw the Dodge of Réal Carpentier as that lime green little car just makes its way through the traffic here. We see him on the inside when André Sylvain close behind as they're looking to move up in the standings. Also in the picture is the 9 car of Patrice Dumichel. But the leader of the first one, who started at the back and soon worked his way up, was the 00 of Jacques Laperle. Cutting himself a swath through the crowd here, inside and outside. As we spoke of earlier, the handling, very important for this car for short track racing. You can have all the power you want, but if you can't put it to the ground, it won't do you anything at all. The 47 car here that we saw, the Real Potvin car, finished second in a special Best Appearing Award contest sponsored by Skoll and Bunny Soir. He finished a very close second to the guy that not only shows performance but shows a very professional crew and car. Potvin holding on to second place here as Real Carpentier is working the inside lane. Yves Pichet on the outside, and the winner of the first race, Jacques Laperle, is quickly moving up. Carpentier dives on the inside. Potvin tries to slam the door, and they trade a little paint, and their two fenders meet coming through the corner, but Potvin hangs on to second. Laperle made a good move on the inside and now finds himself third. Back to the outside goes the 00 of Laperle. He works cleanly by. This car handles on the outside or the inside of the track, and he dives right ahead of Potvin and Carpentier once again. It's time for a short break at Autodrome St-Eustache. We'll be right back. As we return to Autodrome St-Eustache, we're down to the final laps in this second race of the Skoll Incorporated Grand Regional Championship, with the 00 Jacques Laperle leading the way. Second place belonging to Francois Audette, and third, the number 4 of André Sylvain. We see Francois Audette's beautiful number 96 here. According to the judges, he became the best appearing car of the event and won $250 from the fine people of Bunny Soir. André Sylvain, another good-looking car, the Valvoline number 4, holds down third place. Laperle's 00, very strong throughout the evening. Led right off the pole in the first one, and in this one he had to start last, and within 20 laps had gone by the whole field and taken the lead once again. Laperle down and out of 3 and 4, coming to complete another lap in the lead. 2 laps remaining as Laperle has opened it up, but a good run by Francois Audette, who holds down second. Laperle's car just as smooth in the last laps as it was in the very first laps of the evening. The white flag is out. 1 lap remaining. A little bit of lap traffic in the way here as Audette has closed in somewhat, hoping that Laperle may have a problem on the final lap. but he's being very cautious, staying behind the lap traffic and holding his line. As Jacques Leperle comes down for the win, followed by François Audette and André Sylvain. We look at the total standings for this overall of the evening. The grand champion, Leperle in the 00. Second overall, André Sylvain, and third overall, Réard Carpentier in the Dodge. In the Skoal Incorporated Points Championship, André Sylvain has taken over the lead, ahead of former leader Martin Goulet. Réard Carpentier now third in the points, tied with Lucien Campo. Jacques Leperle moves to sixth in the points with these double wins. And now the overall winner, Jacques Leperle, will receive the winning trophy from Skoal Incorporated, Richard Arcan et Jean-François Turcotte. And a few words with Jacques. We can step right in here. First of all, we'd like to ask him if it was a tough race, but of course it wasn't. Ça a été une victoire de quelqu'un, ça paraissait facile des fois, mais peut-être tu peux nous donner ta version.
Ouais, disons dans le premier 50 tours, je partais premier, c'était plus facile de rester en avant, mais dans le deuxième, faut dire ça s'est bien débloqué, puis j'ai pris les chances que j'avais, puis ça a bien monté.
As Jacques just related to us, the first one was rather easy, and in the second one he had to be much more careful as he moved through the traffic. Est-ce que c'est la plus grande victoire pour toi?
Jusqu'à présent, oui, c'est ma plus grande victoire.
It is certainly his biggest win ever. Et c'est quoi qu'on regarde dans le futur pour Jacques Leperle?
Je sais pas, on va décider. Peut-être encore l'année prochaine, sûrement. Peut-être une autre année là-dedans, ou peut-être aller plus haut, je sais pas. On va décider ça cet hiver.
So no decisions have been made. This young man still liking it, being a winner in the Grand Regional class. Another winner on this night in his P&G Ozaville Cutlass was François Audette of Mirabel. He won the Best Appearing Car and Crew and received the $250 from Daniel Matt of Bunny Soir. Truly a professional image. We'd like to thank CTM Location for providing communication equipment for our crew. They're from Saint-Léonard, Quebec. We look forward to seeing you all next week. Remember, this afternoon at the Autodrome, the American-Canadian Tour takes on all the top drivers from Quebec in a great race this afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll see you all next week on CFCF television at 11 o'clock. Thank you for being with us.